Hey guys, I have some interesting news. So, we have some flowers coming on in the pond right now. This is the big pond. Now, if you can see back there, that is a water hyacinth going into bloom. It looks so interesting. I'm not gonna go too far in, but I'm gonna guess in a couple weeks here, this whole pond should be filled with water hyacinth flowers. But not only that, if you follow me and have been watching my shorts, you'll know that I did divide my lily. So look right there. That is a lily in bloom. I'm gonna come in close for that one because I want to show you guys exactly the color scheme there. I thought it was going to be a red flower, but apparently not. That is so pretty and it's super interesting. Okay, now I'm gonna head over to the small pond so I can show you what's going on in the small pond, and I'll see you guys there. So, headed into the small pond, what we can see is that there's not a lot going on here. It's actually a little bit more shady at this pond than the other, but we do have one thing that's interesting coming on, and it's the water poppy. It's beginning to go to flower, and I can see it here. I can see it here as well. This is what the flowers look like prior to blooming. So that's going to be interesting. Maybe we'll give it a week and we should have flowers. Other than that, I have been going around and pruning on some of my Japanese maple trees. So if you can see, they've been limbed up. So from the base up, I wanted it a little bit more clear. I wish I would have shown a video for you guys, but this tree had growth all down here, covering up most of these plants here. So I wanted to have some airflow as well as some sunlight reaching the plants down beneath. So that I ended up limbing it up a bit. And you can see the cuts that I left. I did try and make sure they're as smooth as possible and try not to cut into the collar here. If you can see that, the collar is right before the trunk itself. So let's come in close there and you can see the collar. It's the pyramid kind of shape there. You don't want to cut all the way too close in there. More interesting news are the hydrangeas. So these are oak leaf hydrangeas. I believe the name of this one is Ruby Slippers. Hopefully I'm correct on that. It can only be the Munchkin variety or the Ruby Slippers, because those are the only two dwarf oak leaves that I have in my garden. And I know this entire area is filled with dwarf oak leaves, so it can only be the two. But if you look closely at the petals, look at that. It's a ton of little flowers on this one stem here, and the green portions are unblossomed flowers. We also have, I believe this could be City Line Rio or it could be City Line Paris. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, it's definitely City Line Rio. Now, the City Line collection are hydrangeas from Proven Winter, all named after cities. So City Line Rio, obviously named after Rio. City Line Paris, obviously named after Paris. This one hasn't gone into flower yet, but I'm excited to see it go into flower. You can see it's probably going to be a pinkish color for this hydrangea in specific. I'm gonna head over to the next hydrangea and we'll take a look. Which I believe this next hydrangea is the City Line Paris, because we only have two city lines. So this being the City Line Paris, it looks like it's going to be turning red. Now, I believe I fed both these containers with lime, and we fed a couple hydrangeas with some soil acidifier to get the blue flowers, which we will head over and look at some of those in a bit. But if you've noticed, you can probably see all the hydrangeas in this little area here. So many. my dog. I don't know what he's doing inside there. He's relaxing in my garden bed for some reason. It's not a good thing. Oh no. Hi, Kaiba. Okay, hitting over here. Now this is a munchkin. I know this one has to be a munchkin because it has that compact growth. And it's not flowering yet, but it's getting there. Look at that. I think this is a Jack Frost Brunera. I know we have those in the garden. Okay, back here, there's a weed in there. But this just so happens to be a mountain hydrangea that's going into bloom. It's not quite there yet. I don't know if I give it acidifier or the alkaline, the lime. But either way, I'm just hoping for flowers. Oh my gosh, I was on my way to go look at another hydrangea when I got distracted by these Valkyrie daisies. They're so pretty. And pretty soon we'll have some other daisies in bloom. I believe these are, I don't even remember, but these are a peachy yellow daisy. Okay, so let's look at that other hydrangea. There's another hydrangea over here. I believe this is a Nico Blue. You can see we were also pruning our Japanese maple tree in this area. So that's Nico Blue, and it's completely blue. I actually gave this a lot of soil acidifier so I can make sure that it turns blue. And by the way, I don't feed or give this hydrangea a lot of water. The only reason why it's not fainting and lopping over and whatnot is because it's in shade or it's in dappled lighting. So it gets dappled lighting the entire day. And the way it gets the dappled lighting is from this Japanese maple tree that gives it that protection. So that's why it hasn't lopped over. Same thing with the hydrangea back there, although it gets a little bit more sun than the hydrangea back there because the sun does peer around here. You could see that there. So I think they only get a slice of sun, like full sun, once the sun hits this specific area here. Although the hydrangea back there still gets some dappled lighting, but you'd see here, this gets a slice of sun. Other than that, I do have other hydrangeas like the paniculatas. So this one's getting covered by a artichoke leaf, but it's still going into flower. This is a dwarf or a smaller firelight. I think it's called, I can't remember actually. It could be called Little Firelight, possibly, I think. So I'm gonna clean up my garden a bit, and then I'm gonna do a garden tour because it's probably an interesting time to do it. I probably should have done a spring one as well because we had a ton of spring flowers. And now we have our summer flowers, and I'm cutting back a ton of the spring flowers. So there's that. But I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a like and a subscribe, and see you next time. Peace!